humans and dogs.
Hey everyone, welcome back.
Glad to be here.
You know, it's funny. We talk about dogs all the time on this show.
Yeah.
But this week, we got a ton of questions about specifically how dogs understand us.
Interesting.
Not like the words we say,
Right.
but like body language, you know? And it turns out there's some really cool research on exactly that, including excerpts from this article.
Oh, cool. Interesting.
And basically it's saying that dogs are like masters of reading our body language. Way better than we think.
Wow.
So let's dive into that. What are the key takeaways here for understanding our furry friends even better? Like, are we sending signals we don't even realize?
Oh, absolutely. I think one of the most surprising things is that dogs are actually better at reading human body language than primates are.
Seriously?
Yeah. Like, chimpanzees are our closest relatives, right?
Right.
But dogs beat them when it comes to understanding our cues.
That's wild. I mean, think about it. Your dog totally knows when you're about to grab the treat jar just from like a tiny head tilt?
Exactly. And that makes sense from an evolutionary perspective, too.
Oh, how so?
Well, dogs have been domesticated for thousands of years,
Right.
living alongside humans and learning to adapt to our ways.
Mm-hmm.
A wild wolf wouldn't survive by relying on a human's words.
That's true.
They needed to be able to interpret our gestures, our intentions,
Makes sense.
to coexist and thrive.
So it's not just about training them to sit or fetch.
No, not at all.
It's a deeper connection. Also, they can actually read our emotions.
Oh, they definitely can. The research on this is fascinating.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So not only can dogs read our facial expressions, like a smile or a frown,
Right.
but they can also detect changes in our scent.
Our scent.
Yeah, specifically hormonal fluctuations that are linked to our emotions.
Whoa, so they're like smelling our feelings.
Basically, they're like living lie detectors, picking up on these biochemical markers.
That's amazing. So like when I'm stressed out, my dog can actually smell that.
Absolutely. There was this one study by Dr. Stanley Coren.
Okay.
He's a prominent canine psychologist.
Got it.
And his study showed that dogs who were exposed to sweat samples
Okay.
from anxious people,
Yeah.
they actually started to display more stress-related behaviors themselves.
Wow. So they're mirroring our emotions.
In a way, yes. They're incredibly attuned to our emotional state.
So how do they even learn all this?
Well, they're constantly observing us.
Really?
Yeah. Every interaction is a learning opportunity for them.
Mm-hmm.
They're watching our movements, our expressions, listening to our tone of voice, and they're linking all of that to specific outcomes.
Oh, okay. So like a raised hand might mean a scolding is coming.
Right. Well, a pat on the head obviously means affection.
Can they just pick up on these patterns?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much we're communicating without even realizing it.
It really is. Like, have you ever noticed how a dog will cower if
Yeah.
someone raises their hand?
Yeah.
Even if that person isn't even their owner.
Oh, yeah. All the time.
It's like they've learned to associate that gesture with a potential threat.
Exactly. It shows just how powerful their capacity for observational learning is.
So are you saying that most of our communication with dogs is actually nonverbal?
I would say so, yes. It's not just about the commands we give them.
Right.
It's our posture, our gaze, even those tiny micro-expressions we're not even aware of.
Wow. So they're really paying attention to every little detail.
They are, and that's what makes them such intuitive companions.
It makes you realize they're not just waiting for commands. They're constantly reading our every move.
Exactly, and anticipating our intentions.
It's like they have this sixth sense about what we're going to do.
It's pretty amazing, right? And this constant communication loop, this back and forth of subtle cues, it really strengthens the bond between us.
I can see that.
It allows for those moments of silent understanding,
Like when you just know what your dog is thinking.
Exactly. Or feeling.
It's like speaking a secret language that only you two share.
I love that. It really is a special connection.
So what's the big takeaway here? Like, what should people keep in mind when interacting with their dogs?
I think the most important thing is to remember that dogs are incredibly attuned to our body language and emotions.
Okay.
They've evolved to understand us on a deeper level than we often give them credit for.
Now that I know all this,
Yeah.
I'm going to be so much more aware of how I'm acting around my dog.
Good. I think that's the key.
Like, am I sending mixed signals without realizing it?
Exactly. Think about your posture, your facial expressions, even the way you move around them.
Never thought about it like that before.
It can make a big difference. You might be surprised by how much your dog is picking up on.
So basically, By understanding this hidden language, we can connect with our furry friends on an even deeper level. Wow, what a great thought to leave our listeners with. Keep exploring the fascinating world of canine communication, everyone.
Absolutely. There's always more to learn.
And we'll catch you next time for another deep dive.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.